Hey, I'm Matt, and I am reporting from the town of Stevenson, Alabama, where the CSX and Norfolk Southern converge. Over on this side, we have the Stevenson Hotel or slash depot, and behind us, we have the great town of Stevenson. As you can tell, there's nothing going on. There's like a population of 4, maybe. Well, that was my first time making an introduction. But here we are in Stevenson early in the morning. This is day 2 of our Bridgeport Stevenson trip. And we're here in the distance, of course, horns rumbling. While this train is coming, just to tell you a little bit about why I railfan, it is because trains are so much easier to work with than people for photography. I got into this because I love photography and just getting into videography. I think this is a great way to do it and keep your skill set, keep it good. But this one come barreling by. I can't even see the number on it. I'm actually watching my phone right now and doing commentary on the video I took in day 2 of Stevenson. This train, was rather long, mixed consist, hoppers, boxcars, flat cars, tankers, the whole 9 yards. Just felt that trains are beautiful. I think at this point we were like, we'll go ahead and stick here for a while. We went to Bridgeport and we never really got any type of indication when the train was coming, so we just stuck it out here.
Gotcha.
Okay, I didn't turn the camera off quick enough on that one. This one was a really cool shot. This is straight down the Bridgeport-Stevenson line, and here comes an NS going underneath an overpass, which is like one car length wide, which I thought was cool.
Is it cool?
Now, here is something funny. This railroad crossing has the arm, whereas the main one on the main drag that we'll show you here in a little bit is unguarded. I thought that was quite funny. But as this guy comes down, there's some talk between me and LaDawn, and there's a train, or there's a car, I'm sorry, across in front of a train. As we keep panning back, we see the road that has the unguarded crossing. Now, little doubt did we know that that this truck would actually slow down and then gun it across the track. I guess that's something safety experts would say is a bad move. But yeah, you can see this going down the NS line to Decatur. Mixed consist of cars, we have tankers, boxcars, hoppers, the whole 9 yards. Some pretty good graffiti that went by. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. I think that's like my homemade version of a train sound. And finally coming up to the last car. Nice graffiti. Alright, so we made the decision to mosey on down from Bridgeport Stevenson down to Decatur to one of our honey holes. And here's a CSX coming by. What you'll notice is, first of all, there was another railfanner that, of course, didn't want to be shown, so we put my emblem over it. But once they cross this line near the police station / railroad depot, there's no horns. Only thing they can put on is their bell, and they have the crossing guards. That's it. They cannot blow their horn here. I think that's because you have the police department there and they don't need the horn when they're working. I don't know. Good question. As you see, this one has hoppers, boxcars, blah blah blah. The graffiti was pretty nice around here. I actually have to say, it being windy and pretty much the first cold weekend of the year, it was really nice being out there. Normally, we've been going here and it's like 95 degrees, sweltering. It was, I have to say, really, really freaking miserable. So, I believe this train does have an end somewhere. If you look down towards the overpass, which is a walkway, a great place to take overhead shots. But yeah, the end's somewhere down there. Might have to admit that I could have cut this a little bit shorter. And I might in post-production. Who knows? Haha, there it is. The last car. Yeah, I think the approach speed for CSX is 25 miles, less than 25 miles. So it explains why these trains are moving slowly. On this one was a nice shot. Far away, coming behind the rock pile, is an NS. Looks like EMD SD70 ACE. And you have two of them. I think this one was 1184. I'll see it when it pops up or gets closer to me, but I think that was a really cool shot. If I was a good narrator, this would be like a really good scene to give you some really great information on this engine, but I haven't done any research for this voiceover, so we're going to have to just do with what we have. Now we have the gratuitous pan out, and this is, oh, I'm sorry, this is 1218. Pretty cool. And again, this one's another mixed consist heading towards the bridge over the Tennessee River, which is pretty wild. You got your double stacks, and then you have a single stack, double stack, which is kind of weird. It kind of, you ever put a Lego block and put one bigger over a smaller one? I don't know why they do it like that. There has to be a reason, but that's for them to know and us to find out, I guess. Nice big pink one. Oh, there's another pink one. And there's the next up is, it's a CSX 450. In tow is a CP engine. And if you look in the rear window of that CP engine, there is someone inside. I would assume that it is another crew member on this. I couldn't tell you. We did have an experience in Irondale, Alabama, where a stowaway tried to get in one of the engines, and the cops were called, and she was arrested. Not because she was on the train; it's because she had felony warrants. Yep, aggravated assault with a knife out of Georgia, which was crazy. One thing to note on this one, I added background music because I forgot to turn the microphone on. But for the viewers of this, it's probably a good thing because it was loud. The screeching of the wheels going over the switch, it was incredibly deafening. So I think that was a good thing that that I forgot to turn on the audio. All right, here comes one of my favorite clips. a lot of slow movings. This train, 7001 CSX, had to do some switching, but they had to break the train in half because of a road crossing a little bit down back where it was coming from. So he just comes sneaking up. He had to move forward, but Norfolk Southern had a couple of trains coming over, and so we had to stop and wait. But him crawling in like a little snail up to this point was really cool. And he stopped. Now, this is what happens when you forget to turn your camera on. You only got the back end of the engine. So that train had to go through, and then 6126 from NS, looks like a GP 40, or an SD 40, I'm sorry, had to clear over the tracks first. I think it was kind of weird just watching him all by himself. It's like, I don't know, feeling like you don't have to tow your sister anymore in the wagon. You're just cruising right along. And there he goes. Now, once all these NS trains got over the bridge, 7001 was given clearance to go ahead and go forward. Well, he went forward, had to go back, reconnect, and was able to get released. In this video, I just spliced them together to show him that he was moving along. There's no reason to spend 10 minutes watching him go forward and backwards, because that would have just been, I don't know, it probably put me to sleep. Now, there's the kind of an ugly engine. It looks like a bulldog, but it's 4032 from CSX. I'm not even going to try to guess what type of engine it was, but this guy had everything from box cars, hoppers, steel cars, wood cars. Yeah, it was really cool to watch him go by slowly and pick up speed. Alright, go faster, faster, faster. See, I went faster. You know, it'd be really cool if I could do these in like the Morgan Freeman voice. I was going to try, but no, I'm not going to embarrass myself. I already hate my voice as it is. There's the transition, so we can catch the end of the train. What was one thing that was really bad out here is there's no bathrooms. And all the gas stations are hit and miss as far as their bathrooms being open. So it took me like 10 minutes to find a bathroom after this one passed. Yeah. When you gotta go, it's no fun. That's a weird looking taker. It looks like an old one. But anyway. Oh, soda bottle. Now this one came up right after 7001 went over the bridge. And it's one of the GPs. I think this one's a SD40, maybe. It's 2523 from CSX. We can go ahead and look it up later. But he's coming along, pulling some other stuff going over the bridge. A lot of hoppers, and let's see what else happens. All hoppers. Yeah, it looks like all hoppers. Either which way, it was pretty cool. One right after another. That's why this is one of our favorite spots, because if, it is one right after another almost. All going from the bridge for CSX and Norfolk Southern. Delow! Or is that reload? It's hard to make out what these graffitis say. Now this one is 5409 CSX, and he's coming back over pulling a mixed consist, and he was really close by. They took the inside siding, which was kind of strange, and that's my left shoulder. Of course, you see the graffiti on it, which is pretty cool. It's almost like going to a museum for art, for street art. And as you can see, it's pulling a lot of hoppers again. But as you can see, it was starting to get a little bit cloudy, starting to get a little bit dark. I think daylight savings time hit us that week, I'm not sure. But it started getting dark, so we were thinking about going home, but then we got this guy. And it's really cool because how the camera focuses on the weeds, and then the train comes up and you have 3266 from CSX pulling a mixed consist of hoppers, and that sunlight really made it pretty. Now what was funny is a couple of them there were no DPUs, distributed power units. In other words, CSX likes to put an engine in the middle of the train to help with the push and pull. It's actually more efficient. But a lot of these didn't have it. Normally I try to focus on the DPU. Now, was this our last train? I don't remember if it was our last train or not, but we'll find out as the video draws to a close. I'll be able to notice. Yeah, it was. Thank you so much. Subscribe and like. I'll try to do better on my voiceovers. Thank you.